And I think one of the things that I liked about the script and the sort of character that I play, who is an FBI agent in El Paso, Texas, is that we see that he has his own baggage, his own history, his own sort of tragedy that he's carrying. He doesn't wear it on his sleeve, which was important for me to feel, wasn't laid on too thick, but that it's there and that it exists. And because I think the issue with films that are thrillers or action-oriented films is you can sort of sometimes be dominated by the plot, and it's just a series of people running around chasing each other, and unless we feel something for a character's psychology and history, we tend not to be drawn in as much. I think depends on the film and who's made it. So I'm always more interested in a character who has some baggage that they're carrying, which this character obviously does. And as I say, it's not laid on thick, but we get the sense of it, and then it's left alone. And obviously the hideousness of child and female trafficking is just so sort of unbelievable. And yet it is happening on a massive scale constantly all around the world. So yes, it's important to me, that stuff. And it really, I find when I'm making a film, as I say, because I'm selfishly so focused on my own character and what I'm trying to do, get that across, that I do have moments where I go, wow, this is actually really happening. There is a real 15-year-old girl out there that this is happening to, a 13-year-old girl or 12-year-old, 10-year-old girl, So it's sort of utterly tragic. And as long as that stuff in any film, I think, is handled with the respect that it should be, and it isn't just sort of gratuitous, then it can work. Oh, I mean, he's delightful. He really is. Just, it's even sort of condescending for me to try and even say, because he's, far more experienced than I am, but he really is a pro and just an absolute gentleman and funny. He's great fun to be around, but very quiet and humble and just wants to get on with the job, So I think we clicked quite quickly and realized, that we're kindred spirits. Funnily enough, in a film like this, a bit like when I worked with Don Cheadle in Traitor, I spend the entire film, trying to find Don, and we end up actually only having about 2 or 3 scenes together. And it's sort of the same with Liam. I didn't actually have many scenes with him as such. There was a couple in the hospital, but it's more about catching up offset than it is on set. And we've had more contact, I think, since the film than when we actually made the film. But a real honor.
男は完璧な殺し屋だった。記憶障害になるまでは。
Call the contractor. I don't hurt children, ever. No time for that.
余命わずかな殺し屋が捨て身で悪をぶっ潰す。この男、正義か悪か。
I'm the bad man.
メモリー。